This is the swing video for Josh Hopwood. It was taken probably 2 weeks after he got here for the spring. And we're just going to talk a little bit about Josh's swing here. Um, First thing you can see is what we want is the club to swing up this yellow line here, and it's going to be above but parallel. And we never want the club to get too flat or too steep. Josh does a good job of keeping it on plane. And the big thing we watch with Josh is his head level here. So you can see as he goes back, the club stays right on that yellow line. Just a perfect backswing right there. And again, here you can see now the club is staying parallel to it. Just fantastic swing all the way around. He's done a real good job with that. Right here, it gets a little laid off. Like to keep that a little more square, but all in all, it's really good to the top. Um, you can see his right arm here is parallel to this original swing plane. Everything looks really good here. Now, what happens with Josh is he gets his lower body too active. He really drives it, and now you can see how his head level drops. And you can see now because his head level's dropped, the club's dropped underneath that line. You can see that foot's come up above it, and he's really lowered himself, excuse me, into impact. So his swing shape is very, very good. We just have to get his body to work a little better. We're really working on keeping his head up, staying tall from it. If he can, from here, just keep his head up and let the arms drop without getting so much of his lower body, and if we had a camera angle, say over here, looking at him this way, more of a face-on view, you'd see his lower body goes really fast forward and through it, and that caused the club to drop underneath and that foot to come up. And again, he's lost his spine angle from where he was up here. And that's all we're really looking for, is that Josh just stays in the spine angle. You can see he's done a great job at the top. He stays in it. But right here, he's really lowered himself, kind of compressed himself down and through. Kind of a result. I know when he started playing, he always hit a big slice, and that's kind of his way of hooking, is to drive the lower body and drop the club under. But because he's dropping everything under, he's got to lower himself to get down to the ball. So now we're just trying to get rid of that in his golf swing. Like I said, his backswing is so much better than it's ever been. This is really, really good pivot. Eyes are level. Everything that we worked on in the fall is really good. Now it's just a matter of keeping him up tall, and keeping that head up where he can feel like he can just swing his arms and his chest turns through the ball instead of having to lower his head and compress himself down so low through it. And once he gets that, he's going to have just such a great golf swing and hit the ball so consistently, because the club swing is on a great plane. His action is really good. It's just keeping that body action a little better down through the ball. And once he masters that and gets comfortable with that, his scores are go way, way down. Because he's got a lot of talent and he works really, really hard. It's just kind of the last piece of keeping his head up, and keeping his spine angle the same, and his posture the same, so he doesn't go down after it. But so far he's done really well. I've really enjoyed working with him. He's a great, great kid, great worker. Just this one thing that we wanted to show you with this swing is just keeping his body up, because he's in such a good position there. We just got to get him from lowering himself so much there. Once he does that, he's right there. So, I hope he's enjoyed himself, had a great time with him, and I know he'll see continued success.